My name is Emily Fonwell Oge of Let Us Farm. So today we want to learn about how many times do you think that you should feed your fishes for best results. There are many theories to fish feeding, very many theories to fish feeding. Some people believe that actually when your fishes are getting older, you feed them once. Some believe that feeding them twice or three times or four times is a waste of feed. So today we will talk about this. It's a topic that we can't even finish in 1 week because there are many dimensions to it. But before we do that, I want to remind us all, if you are just watching me for the first time, this is Let Us Farm page, and all we do here is we try to educate ourselves. We try to learn the best possible practices of agric that we can use to make the best result and make the best profit in our various farming. Now, here on Let Us Farm page, I try to guide you through my personal experience and from others that I must have had contact with on the best possible way that can make you earn a living from doing this business. And all these things I will be telling you, they are all free of charge. I won't charge you for anything. Even if you are doing construction, anything, ask me and I will provide you an answer that will change some things you think you know before. And it will change it for good. Now, in case you are having challenges in your farm, what you simply need to do is do a 2 to 3 minutes video and send it to 081 353 48909, and I will pick it up from there. So remember, all these services are free, and for no reason we are not forming any WhatsApp group. So if anybody tells you that Let Us Farm has a WhatsApp group you should join, please, it is not from us here. We have no WhatsApp group and we don't intend to ever have a WhatsApp group because of issues surrounding that. So whatever I want to do, we learn it here. You will see it and ask me any question. So, like I said, today we want to understand how many times do we feed our catfishes from fingerlings, juvenile till 10, 11, 12 months, 15 months, and all whatnot. So I'll be doing that in a moment. Yeah, welcome back. So, like I said before, this has always been some issues that some people have. The problem I have is that most times people that bring theories in all this, they don't actually back up these theories to enable you understand why the theories. And some of us that digest these theories don't even go further to ask why these theories. So now let me give you these reasons and why what I'm telling you would be. First of all, I have always maintained and keep telling anyone that cares to know, farming has different principles. And any farming is about growth. Now, catfish farming is about growth and weight gain. The reason is that no matter how you achieve it in catfish, it must climb the scale to be sold. Now, because it must have weight to be sold, you have to work very hard to make sure that your catfishes grow normally and accumulate the normal weight gain they are supposed to have. So, meaning that if they just grow without weight, you are wasting your time. And if you want weight, don't go looking for a lot of things to give as feed. Look for a composed feed. What do I mean by composed feed? That contains the essential components of a balanced diet. Most of this feed are manufactured by companies, they are packed well. Look, anytime you see a feed selling, we have two categories of feed. The one that is manufactured by companies in the country, those ones I call them local feed, but they are locally done by the companies. Now we have the foreign ones that are exported from overseas to the country. Those ones are foreign feed. Now in this local, we now have the ones that are produced by individually. My professional advice is go for the one done. If you want to stick on the local, go for the one done by companies, because the reason why you see price disparity is not because those individuals are telling you that their own is cheaper. No. Remember, company buys their raw material in quantity, therefore they get very good discounts. But what happens is that where a company will use 45% protein, for example, the man that wants to do his own, knowing well that the protein components are expensive, will go for a fiber component to replace the protein component. But the problem is that the essentials that your fishes will derive from eating that protein will never come from the fiber. So you buy cheap and you lose big time. That is not to say that there are some individuals that are not doing good food, but go and mark this. The price differential between that local company produced and that individual who is doing the right thing may not be more than 5 to 700 naira in a bag as the benefit you make from buying from him. That's true. And sometimes he may not have feed, but those ones will keep having feed. So now, like I said, the feed that we use, how many times do you feed? The simple thing is this: it is the more your fishes eat, that is the more they will have weight. That's the more they have weight gain. So if they eat less, they won't have that type of weight compared to the person that is feeding more. Now, let me come down to what we are saying. So even if you buy fries, because fish growth we have from fries to fingerlings to juvenile table size, juvenile melange table size. Now, even if you buy from fries and you want them to grow fast and have weight, always feed them 2 times. As they are growing, some people have this logic that when they are growing, when they get to 3 months, you should be feeding them once. Fine. If you want to feed them once, even when they are juvenile, fine. But you can never compare the growth rate. But you can never compare the growth rate of somebody that is feeding 2 times to you that is feeding once. In fact, if you are feeding once, it's just like you are wasting your time. Because if it will take me 3 months of good feeding to make 1 kg and you are feeding once, it's going to take you almost 7 months to make that 1 kg. The reason is that it won't be 6 months, because all those while that they starve, the feed conversion in them will not be as fast as when they did not starve. So it's going to take you longer time to achieve that you want to achieve. Now, some people are complain that there is no money to come. This is a simple thing. You wanted to do the business. The fish that you stocked never asked you to stock it. You wanted to stock it. You wanted to make gain. So you don't have money. Simple. If you don't have money, what you do is stock to your capacity. There's nothing like complaining will not make you to make profit. Instead, at the end of the day, the money you put, you won't realize it. You will now lose more money. So why lose more money? Stock to your capacity. How do you stock to your capacity? If you want to stock 1,000 and you are told that you are targeting to stock an average of 1 kg, and you are told to buy 108 bags, and you don't have money for 108 bags, and you say, come, I don't have that kind of money, I have money for 10 bags, and you are saying, okay, go and stock 100. You now start complaining that you want to do more than 100. It is penny wise, pound foolish. Because if you do more than that, at the end of the day, when you want to sell, you will not make profit. Even you will even make loss on top. So meaning that the small money you have will go down. So why then do you waste your time? This is a very simple thing. You don't need to brag. You don't need to tell people that I stock 500. See, people will hear it. Ah, this man stock 10,000. So, and at the end of the day, the same man that brag that he stock 10,000 cannot make 1,000 naira profit from stocking 10,000. Is the man doing the right thing or the wrong thing? He's doing the wrong thing. Because that you told me or that I've heard that you stock a very large number and at the end of the day you can't maintain it, you did not make profit. It is you that stock at the end of the day that will lose, not me that heard what you stocked. That's a simple thing. So don't sit down one place and start to punch with calculator that you were told that fish is a good business. Yes, fish farming is a very viable business. It's a business that can take you from 0.01 to more than 1,000 within a split seconds of time. The only thing that is in the business is that it's a business that requires you to understand it. Once you don't understand it, you will not make anything. You will just keep wasting your time, resources, energy, and everything. Having said that, if you stock, make sure you feed your fishes at least twice per day. I don't mean just pouring feed. Feed them to satisfaction twice per day. Some people say they don't know how to feed to satisfaction. Some people actually say they don't know how to feed to satisfaction. I have videos online that you can actually check to see how to feed to satisfaction. Now, some people say because they don't understand it, so they feed 3 times per day. Good. As far as you put the feed in the pond and you watch and see them eat that feed, no problem. Even if you go ahead and feed them 4 times and they are eating it, no problem. Even if, because some people say, we can they be able to feed their fishes at night? Yes, fishes will eat at night. But for no reason, you say you are feeding once, it's never okay. So why I'm saying this is that one, fishes have very slow digestive system. So if you feed them in the morning and come to feed them in the afternoon, chances are that many of them will not eat. It's just few that will eat because of their slow rate of digestion. But if you feed them at night, they will eat. So if you don't understand how to make sure that on each feeding that all of them get satisfied, and for that reason you want to be feeding them morning, afternoon, night. Once they eat, feed them like that. But if you now say that because they are getting old, they will not eat 2 times and you feed once, you are deceiving yourself. If you feed once, if you want to know whether they will eat, feed them in the morning, then go back there in the evening and put feed and we see they will eat because they have already digested most of their feed. It's not because they are big, that's why they don't digest feed. That's not correct. Feed that they actually have slow digestive system, but that's not because they are big. They would eat 2 times comfortably. The only thing is that maybe when they are getting to like 10 months, 11 months, some of them will be too slow to come out and eat. You can understand weight, and that time you don't expect them to be as smart as they were when they were younger, when they can flip their body anyhow, because then they are now bigger. So some of them will know weight, they will just come eat more, they will relax. But that doesn't mean that you will be feeding them once per day. Always try, no matter what, to feed them at least 2 times per day. That logic that when they are getting old that is once is a pure lie. And some people say you don't want to feed your fish. I will treat that as a topic for you to understand that such stories, till then, till until I treat that topic, so that you will understand whether you can actually overfeed. But I'm telling you now that that story is just another story. These things are stories that most times people that bring these stories that I even people that had never done it very well. So they just sit down and preempt some certain things and then start to distribute such stories, and people buy into it. The unfortunate thing is that some people that don't even know before buy into it and make grievous mistakes. So take it from me today, try it, and the result will surprise you. Don't for any reason reduce the feeding of your fishes to once per day. If, for instance, there's something that happened and you could not meet up and feed them twice per day today, tomorrow correct that mistake and readjust. Don't make it to be a normal habit. If it's a normal habit, you will not drag the time your fishes are supposed to get to the desired weight. So meaning that the time you want to sell will now take longer time for them to come to the weight you want to sell. And it will also tell on your profit. And why wasting a lot of time when you know what you could have done from the beginning if you had planned well? So is there anything I have said today that you don't understand? If there's any, please drop it in the comment section. Then if you're having challenges in your farm, simply do a 2 to 3 minutes video and send it to 081 353 48909, and I will look at it and tell you what to do. Like I said before, we are on Facebook, Let Us Farm, LETUSFARM. We're also on Instagram, Let Us Farm, YouTube, Let Us Farm, and also on TikTok, Let Us Farm. Follow us on all these channels. Drop your comments. Tell me what you want me to bring to your notice, what you want me to explain, what you want me to teach, what you want me. I will do that for you. Just message it here and I will pick it up from there, and I will surely do that. So until I come your way next time, my name is Noel Oge Emelifon, and this is Let Us Farm page. Keep farming. Farming is a way of life.